All right, all right, all right. Welcome and good morning, Winners Circle. Thank you so much, Cherish and Gabe, for the opportunity for me to share today. I'm going to be going over a lot of really powerful content that is going to give you guys an overview of all of the eXp benefits. And hold on, let me press OK here. There's still some people that are tuning in. Also, guys, if you guys are tuning in, make sure that your microphones are muted, please. And if you guys do have a question, feel free to raise your hand or interrupt me if I'm going over something and maybe you guys are like not, maybe you didn't get it, or there's an additional question you would like for me to elaborate on. Please do that. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here
Nice.
and go into the first part. Where's my tabs? So what I was doing, because I was like going over every single thing, I'm like, man, I gotta open up all my tabs before I even start this whole thing. So let me just make sure that I have the right screen here. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. All right. So no, this is not it. Bear with me, guys. Thank you guys for your patience. Thank you guys for your patience, by the way. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to cover or go into is your eXp Enterprise dashboard, the eXp Enterprise dashboard. So I want you guys to consider this. You're basically like this is where everything is hosted. You're going to find everything at eXp Enterprise. So this is your main hub, your home base for eXp. Everything is hosted in here. So the first thing that I want to do is just bring your attention and awareness to the buttons up here. There is a lot of stuff that eXp is constantly announcing and giving us, new products, new insights, new things that are happening. So the first thing is the press releases. This press release section here, the cool thing about this is that it shows you every single thing that is an update that is happening with the company. So for example, let me see, I think I have it in here somewhere. Not this one. Okay, cool. Let me go into I opened up all the tabs and I don't know how I organized them now. All right, let me just click on the press release here. I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna have to open up a whole another screen. I thought I had them organized, but I didn't. So boom, here it is. Here are the press releases. So as you guys already know, recently, Mr. Leo Pareja, which is another Leo, right? In addition to myself, he and I have been good friends for for many years. So he just was named the CEO of eXp, right? So there's a whole article that talks about his background and such a huge initiative that eXp has done. He's done such a tremendous job of growing our company in the last 2 years that he's been here, that he was elected as CEO of the fastest growing company in the history of real estate. And also note that's the first Latino to ever be a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, and also a CEO of a real estate company. So huge. So everything you guys need to know about press releases, guys, you guys can go back and see everything that's happening. So I just wanted to kind of bring that up to your awareness so you guys can understand that that is there for you. So just if you guys want to know, like, hey, what's new with eXp, that's where you guys would want to go to get all the latest and greatest news of what's happening. Okay. So the next thing is I'm going to go into KV Core, which most of you already know what KV Core is. You guys should have gone through this with Terry when you guys did onboarding. By the way, if there's anybody that's sitting in here that did not go through onboarding with Terry, please message Terry and make sure that you guys get in onboarding, because she does go over, most of the tools, I think all of the tools that we have available at eXp in the beginning. But this is one of the tools that I think is most under leveraged. And I think it's one of the most valuable tools that we have. And the reason I believe that it's under leverage, because you guys are not necessarily paying for the fee that is required for this platform. To give you guys some context, if you guys were not part of eXp, this platform alone would be $600 a month for you guys. So I think that if every single one of us in here was paying $600 a month, we would probably pay more attention to this platform. And it's so powerful. It has everything you need as a real estate professional. Website, it has landing pages, you have mobile apps for your customers, you have mobile apps to run your personal business. And the really cool thing is that right away in the dashboard for KV Core, and again, you can find KV Core through your eXp Enterprise. So just in case you guys are like, how do I even get KV Core? There's a button here that says KV Core. You click there, And then what you're going to want to do is use your eXp email and your eXp password. And that's how you're going to access your KV Core platform. In the main dashboard, as you guys can see, right away, the first thing that you guys can do is download the mobile app. That way you guys can run your KV Core, your real estate business from your cell phone. So I highly encourage you guys all to be part of this, and also obviously download it on your cell phones. It's the little blue icon on your phone. That way, if you guys are like, this is why it's really powerful, guys. And this is why I wanted to start with this, because this is sales driven. And what I want you guys to think about is that more than ever, you cannot be a secret agent. More than ever, you got to be louder than ever. And also, you got to take in consideration that every single human being that you're in proximity, like if they're around you, they have to know that you're in the real estate business, and you have to share your information. And you're going to use KV Core as your best friend when you interact with somebody. And you're going to want to keep track of a couple things. Who am I talking to? Are they renting, or are they own, or do they own? That way you can automatically categorize that person as a potential buyer or as a homeowner, where you can keep them up to date with the value of their property. The cool thing is that when you do this on your cell phone, guys, you can actually utilize your app. You can put in their first name, last name, email, phone number, and categorize them as a buyer or a seller on the spot, and activate a home valuation for them, or a search criteria. So let's just say that somebody's a potential buyer, and I just met them in Irvine, and they're saying, yeah, you know what? I eventually want to buy a property for, under $1 million, 2-bedroom, whatever. So you can actually put that criteria in there and automatically set up a search alert through KV Core, and they would start getting properties from you moving forward. So again, the app, from my perspective, this sales app is going to be your best friend. The other thing, for those of you that are hosting open houses, KV Core also has a mobile app for your open houses. So instead of you guys having a notebook, instead of you guys putting it on some sort of like spreadsheet or whatever the case is, you guys should have your KV Core app that is dedicated specifically for open houses. That way, you guys could actually integrate the customer directly into your CRM. You're not going to have to do double the work. Most people, what they're doing is that they're doing double the work. They're going into, their little spreadsheet or whatever the case is. But this is what you want to do. Download this open house app on your phone. You can also put it on a tablet. Basically, all you would need to do is put in your MLS information. It'll automatically put the picture of the property. And again, your customer can sign in to your open house app, and it's going to push everything into your KV Core application. Okay. So this is just something to note, guys, that this is actually a separate app from the KV Core app, right? The KV Core app is where you're going to host basically the main KV Core search engine. And your open house app is actually a separate app. So this is another app that you could download on the App Store or on your Google Play. Okay, cool. So this is open house right here. I'm not going to go into a specific thorough, kind of like presentation on KV Core, because I'm going to go over all the eXp benefits, but I just want you guys to note that these are two very, very powerful tools that I want you guys to get access
Leo,
to. Yes.
question.
Go ahead.
For the open house setup and stuff, I know you said you will go into detail exactly of how to set it up, but on KV Core, is there a training video that shows you how to set it up?
Yeah, there's actually, the really cool thing is that here, when you guys like, for example, if you go to the open house app here, all you need to do is click and you download it, and it's pretty I mean, from my perspective, it's pretty straightforward, because all you need to do is like download it, log in, and then put in your MLS, and it's done for you. But we can, I think I can find you guys a video for like a specific training on this, but it's just like literally an app with your login, and then put it in MLS, and it's automatically done. So the really cool thing is it doesn't take like a very robust like connection process. Like, it's just literally done for you right away, just by including your MLS. But I will try to see if I can find you guys a video where there's a training. But the really cool thing, great question, Miss Cherish, because one of the cool things, let's just say you guys get stuck with something. If you guys notice down here, there's a little question, little box here. So you can actually just ask somebody live in a chat, and they typically reply under 15 minutes if you guys use this chat. So you can actually respond to somebody there if you're stuck. And there's also helpful articles that are already written, with most commonly asked questions. So this is another helpful resource that you have down here with the little question mark as well. One of the things that's going to happen is that once you guys start to drive traffic to your KV Core, you guys will see people looking at properties just like this. And this is going to give you guys the ability to then focus on the most engaged individuals, right? If you had a magic wand and you can understand, like, hey, every single person in my life, like, I want to know who's like the most probable to buy, sell, or invest in real estate. How I'm going to determine that is how engaged they are on my platform. Why you also want to do this is because you don't want them to live in Zillow and Redfin. Most customers are living in Zillow and Redfin. You do not want them to live there. You do not want them to search for properties there. You do not want them to click anything there. If they do, they're going to go to an agent that is in a Zillow Flex partner or somebody that's paying $900 a lead. And when they get that contact, you better believe that they're going to take that contact serious. And they're going to be trained and developed to get in front of that person ASAP. So if I was you guys, every single human in your life has to be in KV Core. This is by far the most important thing that I can tell you guys today. I'm going to go over everything about eXp today. But if I was you guys, like, one key takeaway, that if you want to ramp up your business and you want to take full control of your business, make sure that every human being that you make sure that you know if they're a homeowner, if they're a renter, and you get them into KV Core and you activate property alerts and you get everybody here. That's the number one thing you guys could do right there. So that's the first most powerful tool. Again, it's a $600 value. Take this very serious. If you guys also want to learn, hey, well, I want to become a master at KV Core. How I became very proficient at KV Core, you go through this agent quick start training. This agent quick start training, all you got to do is click, and then this is going to bring up a list of 6 videos. Actually, it's 5 that will give you an overview step by step. So number 1, setting up your KV Core, managing contacts and automation, getting familiar with your website and listings, fueling your pipeline, and course conclusion. Each one of these trainings is designed to make you an expert within KV Core. So if I was you, if you haven't not done these 5 trainings, I would go through these trainings very thoroughly. And it's going to take you guys some time, but that's how I learned how to use KV Core. So again, Agent Quick Start, take advantage of that ASAP. It's very powerful. Any questions so far before I move forward? Because I got a lot more stuff to cover. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Is
I have
everybody
one
with me?
question
Yes. Go ahead.
for this individual, um, like for within KV Core, is this an additional charge or is it
Um,
all included?
I'm sorry. So I think your question was: is there an additional charge for KV Core? No, this is all included with eXp. There's only an added fee if you decide to, let's just say, promote a listing and you want to promote it on Facebook, like boosting or something like that. Which boosting is like super simple too. So you can go to promote a listing. You could find a listing like, let's just say, any one of these here, and you could view this one, for example, and then you can easily boost this property, and then you would put a budget, towards it. So if you decide, hey, I want to invest $10 a day to promote this listing, you could do that. That will cost you some money, but that's going to be your choice if you want to promote it. Everything else that I talked about up until this point, everything is included. There's no additional fee. Everything is synchronized to your MLS membership. So all of these listings will show up for your customers there. Yeah. So does that cover your question?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, we all need to be using this platform. It seems just really good.
It's so good. It's so good. And Jasmine just asked, can we run ads through KV Core? Absolutely. You could run buyer ads, seller ads. You can run every type of ad that you want through this platform, and it's all done for you guys. So, there's a call and text capture. Like once you guys get KV Core, honestly, it's gonna make your guys' lives so much easier. And you guys are probably trying to figure out like how to use like these 10 other platforms. Everything is already done here through KV Core. You can run ads. You can utilize your cell phone as a lead engine. You can do text short codes. I mean, there's so many different things that we could do with this. But if you guys go here, right, for you can even do mass email, right? For a lot of you guys, they're like, well, how do I send out an email? Do I have to pay for a separate subscription? You can actually just schedule your mass email campaigns, which I recommend you guys do every single week. By the way, on the Monday calls, I say you guys should be sending out a market update. You guys can actually schedule it directly from here. There's also these mark campaigns. You got birthdays and anniversary, market evaluation, CMA builder, search alerts, which I went over, right? Every single one of you, again, should activate your customers, because what's going to happen is that they're going to get beautiful emails like this with properties. Like, the number one thing that people want to see is properties. So if I was you guys, I don't care where the customer is at, even if they don't want to buy right now, you want to keep them up to date with what's going on in the market, because that's why a lot of people are, you know, a little bit lower down the funnel when you go to Zillow, because they've been living on Zillow for 3 to 4 years. So where you guys are going to see the really biggest return, it's not going to necessarily be in the first 6 months, even year. It's going to be the year number 2 or 3 when you guys have them hosted here and they're just like absorbing all your information. I get so many people that just like, hey, I'm ready to list my house. I've been getting your stuff for like 2 years. I'm ready to buy a property. Like, I've been getting your stuff all the time. And I get to see all this stuff in real time. So you could run every type of ad. You could host everything about your business. And the way that, again, you're going to learn about these specific processes is going through this agent quick start. But it's very, very simple. I mean, it could literally be as far as like you getting like this property, for example, here. Like, somebody was just looking at this property here on my platform, right? And I can take this listing and I can go to boost. And then all it's just going to do, hold on, it just did a pop-up blocker for me. I don't know why I did that. Shouldn't block it. So here we go. You would go to boost. And as soon as it loads up, the ad will be created for me. So again, the cool thing is that you guys don't have to be internet marketers. You don't have to learn how to design ads. This literally designs the ad for you. Like, look at this ad. It's already done for you. Thinking about making a move. You can also run an ad for an open house. You can run an ad for a price reduction. You can run an ad for a just sold. And if you could see, the really cool thing is that you can promote a listing for $60 for a whole week. And this is going to get you up to 16 contacts in your database for 60 bucks. Not bad. Not bad at all, right? You can also get 150 bucks, and then that's just going to get you up to 48 contacts in your database. And they've done this thousands and thousands, and I mean, hundreds of thousands of times now. So the really cool thing is that it literally gives you specifics. Like, look, your ad is going to run for 21 days. Your ad is going to be seen 6,000 times, and you're going to get 48 leads, like literally with 150 bucks. All you got to do literally is click, put in your credit card information, complete checkout, and you're done. Leads flow directly into your KV core. That's it. There's no other like, strategy, guys. Like, you click, done. So thank you for asking that question, Jasmine. But that's how I would do it. Like, I would literally just find a beautiful property that is hot in the neighborhood where I want to sell, and I would just boost it. And if you don't have a listing, ask for somebody. I mean, all the listings are here on the MLS. You can also specifically locate just listings for our company. You can go to this filter section, and then you could also just say, I want to just see my agency listings. So if you want to find something to, run an ad for, these are all the listings that we have within our company. So you could just boost some of these, right? And there's a ton of different listings. You should give somebody courtesy, right, that you're going to be promoting their listing. You could also just run the risk of like, hey, somebody, you run it and somebody said, hey, you're promoting this listing. Hey, by the way, Zillow, Redfin, every single company promotes everybody's listings, and they don't ask. I don't remember ever getting contacted by Zillow, Redfin, or Realtor.com and saying, Leo, can I promote your listing? Never have I ever had a request from them at all. So if you guys want to go ahead and go above and beyond, go ahead. If not, just go ahead and feel free to promote and ask for forgiveness if somebody calls you out on it. That's what I would do. How does it know who to target for lead quality? So the thing that it does is that it targets all of the people around the property. So it does a radius around it. What KV Core has done, because they have obviously 90,000 agents just within our company that utilize this platform. Now other enterprises like Remax has also, adopted KV Core. There's other companies that has also adopted it. So if you could imagine, like, if I had all of this data, what is happening every single time is that they're refining their searches. They're refining like the way that they're promoting their language to cut out all the fat to make sure that they're maximizing leads. So what they are doing is that they're just targeting all of the people in the area. They're using the best language to attract those individuals. But I will say this, obviously, just like anything else, nothing works 100% of the time. You will get people in there. They're not going to be necessarily highest quality leads. So just like with anything else, I mean, not every single person that walks to an open house is a serious buyer. Not every single person that you refer to is a serious client. Not every single person that you connect with will buy a property through you. So every single strategy that you will have will take you consistency and time. Like it's gonna take that over time. So just understand that even when you do this, it's also going to be the same strategy. I have yet to find a guarantee way of like, hey, when I meet somebody, like this person's going to transact with me. You know, every lead source is going to take, contacts, conversations, follow up, all the other stuff. So all of that is going to go ahead and defer to that. Miss Terry just said that there is live trainings every week when you learn about KV Core. Cool. All right. And I got a nudge. I got to keep moving forward. Okay, cool. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and cancel this out. Yes. And there is trainings about KV Core every single day. Let me see the next thing here. Let me knock this out. Okay. Helpful so far? Yes? Okay, cool. Getting a couple nods. All right. Perfect. The next thing I want to jump on is to eXp revenues. eXp revenues. So you guys all, again, this is something you guys are not paying for. And I think this is why, I mean, what? We have 35 people in here. I don't know the number, but I would say that less than half of you are actually certified through revenues. I don't know. I may be wrong. But this certification, you have several different certifications. There is relocation, affinity, bundle select, make it rain, express offers, REO, even a military rewards. You can get certified for all of these different in trainings where you can also get leads. There was 22,000 leads that were distributed through these platforms last year that equated to $2.1 billion in volume. So that's the biggest, case study I could share right there. 22,000 leads that were distributed just through these platforms right here. Again, these certification programs, there is no money out of pocket from you guys. So I think that the reason why you're not doing it again is because you don't have to pay for it. But again, I would recommend for you guys to get certified through all of these different things. The only thing it's going to take you is time. That's it. How you get to the training, again, you can go to this website here, or you can also go to your workplace, which is, again, another app, eXp Revenues. Actually, let me just put in Revenues here. And this Revenues group has about 5,000. Like, we have 90,000 agents, only 5,700 people are taking advantage of it. All of the trainings are hosted here. You constantly doing trainings on this stuff. So I would jump on this and get certified for all of these different categories. One of the cool things, like one of the programs that I really like the most is Express Offers, because many of you are going to go on listing appointments and the customers will say, hey, can I get a cash offer on my property? Obviously, the answer is going to be yes every single time. Maybe you guys are going to want to buy it yourself, right? But let's just say you don't have the capital to invest in this property, or your capital's tied up in another asset. You can simply go to Express Offers and submit a new property here, and then within 48 hours, get a cash offer for any property anywhere in the US. So they will buy duplexes, multifamily, land, commercial, manufacturer, condos, townhouses, all these different categories. You can also go to this little buy box section, which is really cool. This is, again, I'm going over one certification, which is Express Offers. This took me about 5 days to get certified. I'm going to go to California, and now I'm going to look at all of the different investors that are available in California. And this includes all counties, but I can also refine it by counties, and I can also go ahead and limit it by property source. But you could see, hey, you know what? This Stars and Stripes real estate company is buying properties all the way to 1.5 million. They're buying in San Diego, Orange County, Riverside, and San Bernardino. They're buying SFRs, condos, and duplexes. Their heavy renovations is okay. Light renovations is okay. So again, the cool thing is that once you go to the certification, it's going to break it down to you specifically on how to submit a property. But you will be able to, every single time you go take a listing, submit your listing to this platform. And within 48 hours, you will have cash offers for your property. And the cool thing too, that if it's a flip, they will go ahead and give you the list back. Each investor works slightly different. Okay. So when you look at the buy box, They will also tell you, would you give me the list back? Like this one right here, Zoom Casa. They tell you here, typically, yes, they're giving you the list back, right? So you want to make sure that, again, you look at that when you're submitting or when you get that offer. Anyways, you will get, let's just say your client decides not to list with you and they decide to go to the cash offer route, you will still get paid 3%. Okay. So just so you guys know, you will get paid 3% and potentially get the list back as well. This is going to be very, very powerful for a client that needs this kind of solution, that is in a rush to be able to sell their property. So that's one of the programs that is through Revenos. Okay. So again, this is the website here for Revenos. This is where you can get all of the different information on Workplace. You can also get that information there as well. The other thing, and
Hey,
actually,
Leo.
yes.
So on revenues.com, if we go there, we have access to all the lead generating platforms, is what you're saying.
Correct. Yeah. You can get all the information through there. And you also, like, the second place that I would go to is through Workplace. And again, this is going to be found through Enterprise. Go to Workplace. And that's where I took you guys here to the Revenos private group. So if I was you guys, probably the best thing, you can go to this website I just dropped here. But if I was you guys, I would go into Workplace and then add yourself. Anybody can add themselves to this group and you can see the trainings, right? So the next one here, or I think the previous one was March 27th. This one's pinned up here. There's also one on April 11th, certification module 4, right?
Hey,
So
Leo.
yes, sir.
Can we briefly touch on all the lead generating platforms and what they're for? You don't have to go through their websites and explain them in detail, but just what are they?
So the platforms are the let me go back to it here. Let me go back. Oh shoot, I think I might have clicked it off.
It's in Revenues and Workplace if you want to get
Yeah.
on each of them.
Here it is. I think I got it right here. So relocation. Relocation is dedicated for people that like this is, and this is another thing. Like I've recruited a lot of relocation agents because, oh, you know what, my company offers relocation and we're part of Cardis network. Cardis is just one of these big relo companies. The cool thing is that we have every single relocation company integrated to our company. So when you get certified through relocation, you will be placed in a list. When somebody pops up and says, hey, I want to sell my home in Murrieta, and you're a relocation certified agent, you're going to be considered for that listing or that buyer, whatever the case is. On average, also, guys, on all of these different platforms, you're not going to have to pay for the lead. You will pay 35% on average at close. Again, so no payment up front. You will be paying a 35% referral at close. So that's where, again, you're getting a customer that you would have never had. But relocation is going to be dedicated for somebody that's like a Toyota, you know, or Tesla, right? They're going from California to Texas. They're going to look for relocation agents. 25% of your commission, which, you know, you're paying, right, which is 35%, that's going to go for the customer, for them to be able to include their relocation costs, for them to, you know, pay for the truck, all of those things. So that's why the relo option is a very powerful option. Affinity is also a very powerful option because this is a more of a corporate structure type of client. So it's sort of like relo, but they're slightly different. It's more of an employee benefit. So again, when you get a certification through this program, you know, let's just say, you know, down the street there's a company that has 1,000 employees. They might be part of our affinity program, and when a customer comes in through that portal, you will receive the lead. Bundle Select is actually another really powerful powerful tool where you, as an agent, let's just say you know somebody right now that has a company with 500 agents with or 500 employees. You can actually go to this company and you can say, hey, I have a platform for you, for your employees, that it's a benefits plan where we can offer every single one of your employees 25% towards their costs when you use it through our platform, which is called Bundle Select. So let's just say, for a hypothetical scenario, you know, I'm talking to, you know, La Curacao down the street, and They have 500 employees, and I'm going to become their agent, for the company. We will create a website for La Curacao with my information, and when somebody comes in through the portal through them, that client will be assigned to me, and now they're going to get a benefit to work with me. So they're going to be much more prone to use you because you're going to have a benefits plan for every single one of their employees. So if you guys want to go after corporate clients, Bundle Select is the way to go. Again, all of these trainings are hosted here on the website and also on the workplace. Make it rain. This is going to be 2 different categories. One of them is going to be through express offers, and another one is just targeting sellers directly. And this is going to be a Google product strategy. Make it rain. There's already, eXp is running ads through all of these different platforms. So not only will you receive leads, but you also have the ability to use Make It Rain for you to do an outbound approach through Make It Rain. So again, I would get certified and trained on that. Express offers, I went over this solution. This is more of a cash offer solution that you're going to be able to utilize for anybody, right? Again, you guys would want to buy it, but let's just say that you don't buy it yourself. Use express offers. REO, not very popular at this point because there's not a lot of real estate owned properties just yet. This was very, very popular. I've been in the business now 18 years. So this was a very popular subject, 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Still to this day, I know several different agents that actually have REO accounts. I actually just met with somebody that just got awarded the HUD contract, which they have 4,200 assets coming just from HUD, or actually USDA, I'm sorry. So I am starting to see more REOs coming. So if you're an agent, they get certified through REO and there's an asset in your area, if you're one of these certified individuals, you will also have access to these listings. These are going to be listings that are bank owned. Many of you would probably have never dealt with an REO, but I came from the days where, when I would show a property, every single property I was showing was vacant. When the market turned in 2014, 2015, and I actually had to call and schedule appointments and actually had to deal with clients, that was so annoying for me because I'm like, I'm always showing properties whenever I want. They're always vacant. So we're not in that type of environment right now, but I would definitely get certified with REO because I definitely see an uptick, especially in individuals missing their payments, which is not a really exciting thing. But eXp honors military awards. So this is dedicated for our veterans. Shout out to all of our veterans in the house, Mr. William, everyone else in here. So just wanted to give you guys some context there. So if you want to be specifically catering to military customers, this would be the way to go. Cool. Awesome. So now I'm going to go into the next thing here. Now we got the revenues part. Let me go workplace. I'm going to touch on workplace, guys. Again, the way you guys go to workplace is that you would go to your eXp Enterprise, again, your home base. You would click workplace, and then that would take you into this beautiful section here. Workplace, every single one of you is going to be automatically added to your state group. So I'm in California, so I'm automatically added to California. So no matter where you are, you guys can be in any other state. This is a group where you guys want to pivot to constantly because this is going to give you all of the information all about your state specific. You will see up here that you will have all of your different broker information at the top. You will have the 1-800 number. You'll have their office hours. You'll have their emails. And you also will have state-specific trainings and state-specific resources. So you can also go to the file section here, and there is a ton of different files. I get text messages all the time. What's our W-9? What's our tax ID? What's our unit? Fill in the blank. All of these things are actually in here. This is where I go to when you guys ask me for certain things. I go here. And this is where all this stuff is actually hosted within the workplace files section. What I would do if I was you guys, I would check this group at least once a day because that way you guys can see what type of trainings are happening state specific. Also, what kind of state specific updates are happening. Something new with the RPA. 3 times a week, your state is hosting contracts training. So if anybody wants to beef up their contracts training, this is where you would want to go and find the different types of training. In addition to that, I would also use Workplace for to gain referrals. So you can just type in referrals up here, and this is going to basically pull up all the different referral types of groups. So I would add myself to every one of these different types of groups. That way, you guys can also be looking for referrals through Workplace. Guys, this is another huge benefit of our company, right? We are 90,000 strong all over the world. There's people that are relocating back and forth. So you will find a lot of referrals through this platform called Workplace. You also have this chat section. And this chat section, you could literally message every single person in the company, even Glenn Sanford, our founder, Leo Pareja, our new CEO, Michael Valdez, our our chief growth officer, any single person, even your broker. This is one of my favorite tools to go to. Holly Mayberry, she oversees all the brokerage operations for eXp. I send her messages all the time and she always responds. So make Workplace part of your strategy. This is something that you guys want to check every day, and also make sure you add yourselves to the referral program. So again, you would use this to send messages directly to people in the company, your broker, and again, build relationships with everybody that you go to. And then you can send out voice messages just like you would on a cell phone as well. And you will find their cell phone to be able to reach out to them directly from the platform as well. Another cool thing that you could find with eXp Enterprise is your brand store. So a lot of you have actually asked me, is like, dude, how do you get a hat and all that stuff? So we have a brand store, right? So you can get, t-shirts, you can get, like polos and different shirts, backpacks, hats, all this stuff. You can get it here through our brand store. So, if you guys want to get some eXp swag, that would be the place to go. Also, you guys already know that here at Let's Grow Movement Winners Circle, we have about 11 hours of training every single week. To this day, I still hear people like, well, I won't want trainings on this. I won't want trainings on that. You guys have probably never seen this, so I want to show you guys this. This is a huge benefit. We have another 100 hours of training that are happening with eXp. Okay? So look at all the trainings for Wednesday here, guys. These are all things that are happening just for Wednesday. Specifically, right? Like if you go to Thursday, even Revenos relocation, even all of these things are included in here. Utility Connect, national training, getting started, national training, SkySlope, education, national training, leads now, role playing clinic, digital signed by SkySlope, national training, getting paid faster, more with American preferred warranty. I mean, you guys can go through all of these different trainings here and find what gravitates to you. This is going to be on the left-hand side. This is going to be more training-based that is generalized. But if you guys want to just I want to just go to trainings that are specific to my state, you would go here to the right-hand side and you would be able to find your state-specific trainings here as well. And then they'll tell you when they're happening. So a ton of different trainings, guys. The cool thing is that you guys can also click on the Google Calendar and you can integrate this calendar within your Google. That way you never miss a training. Even if you guys want to learn commercial, all of these different trainings are happening here. So I would definitely pivot over to this eXp calendar. Actually, how you get there is through your enterprise once again, right? Which is your home base. And you would click education calendar, and that's how you would pull up your education calendar there. So cool. I know I'm trying to move fast because I know we're kind of going here on time. Another thing, anybody that wants to go focus on luxury, we have a specific platform for luxury, and it's expluxury.com. So if you say like, hey, cool, I want to do luxury, you can actually get certified with them, and you can get a membership. This one, Mr. Gabe Mendez just got certified for luxury. That's awesome. There's so many freaking powerful tools with luxury, guys. So if you want to up-level your marketing, up-level your masterminds and all those good things, because there's specific trainings for this, I would definitely encourage you guys to get certified through luxury. There is a yearly membership for this thing, definitely worth it. So I'm going to drop this in here. There's even all the tools that I just shared, there's additional tools that are just specific for luxury. There's also your properties will be listed and broadcasted on Rob Report, on all of these different magazines automatically just by being part of luxury. So when I recruit luxury agents, when they see the benefits of what we offer as a company, powerful stuff. It's cutting edge. What eXp did is that they took all the different luxury brands and they're like, okay, cool. What do we like about what they're doing? Let's take the best of the best from every other company and let's incorporate it into our platform. That's exactly what they did with eXp Luxury. So this is your cup of tea. You want to get certified with this thing and get a membership. Make sure that you guys go to this website and you can read up all about it. But I just want to make sure you guys know that you have access to that. Another thing that I get asked about a lot is, do we have anything for marketing? The answer is absolutely yes. So how you get there is that in addition to your swag, which is the brand store, you would go to the marketing center, and in your marketing center, you're going to be able to find a ton of really cool stuff like flyers, toolkits, listing and buyer kits, postcards, brochures, social media, door hangers, single property websites, Facebook ads, presentations, even videos that are pre-done for you, letterheads, email signatures, business cards, all of these things. And they're all done for you, even a specific Spanish material, actually. So if you're like, hey, I want something Spanish for my customers, boom, you got it all done here. And these are all templated and ready to go for you guys. So really cool thing is that, again, if you have your own design, your own vibe, you want to do your own thing, fantastic. But if you want something that's templated and done for you, this is a really powerful resource. And it's also already it's a live library. So it's not just a stagnant library. This is constantly being updated and renovated. So, you can go to, like, I just clicked on the social media button and you guys can see here, hey, this is all of my listing section, open house section. So if I click here, choose design for my listing, I can go into here and you can see all these different really cool things. They're also size guides for Facebook and Instagram. So you don't even have to worry about resizing them and doing all that good stuff, which you could on Canva, which I know a lot of you use Canva, but these are already done for you guys. Like, really cool stuff. So I would say check here. They're really modern looking, really nice looking. I mean, eXp has done a phenomenal job of putting the best of the best stuff together. Let's just say you wanted to do a presentation. You can go to the presentation section, a listing presentation, buyer presentation, the company presentation, email signatures, business cards. Again, spend some time here to go through things that you might need. But I just want you guys to make sure that you guys understand that you guys have access to the stuff. For anybody also that is interested in commercial, this is also another really powerful tool with eXp Commercial. We have about 900 agents in commercial. There's specific trainings that are dedicated just for commercial. So I would go here, find trainings that are specifically happening here. But for anybody that is interested in learning more about this, pivot to this website here. There's specific tools also. If you find yourself that you're gravitating more and more and more, you're getting more customers, in the commercial side, and you want more tools, the cool thing is that we have an entire tech stack that is just dedicated for commercial that is different from residential. Okay. So you have Reonomy, you have Build Out, you have AIR forms, which is kind of like the zip forms of commercial. So there is a slightly different fee, which is, $250 a month. So this is an upgraded option. But again, this is only for individuals that are like, man, my whole business is pivoting to commercial. If that's the case, then I would migrate your license over from residential to commercial. But again, only do that if 90% or more of your business is happening here. And the only reason why you would want to do something like that is because you need the tools. Other than that, you could still do commercial with residential, but you're not going to have like the Reonomies and the AIR forms and everything else that comes included with that. I'm not going to go into a full detailed training about this, but go to this website. You can get some additional information on this. But this is, again, another perk that you guys get. Also, I always talk about international and I always talk about global, right? So this gives you expglobalpartners.com. This gives you the context of every single country that we're in. We're currently in 24 countries and counting. And this shows you all of the different countries that we're already activated in and all the different countries that are coming soon. So I would go to this website whenever you guys are in question. I'm like, whoa, is this country available? Or, what's coming up? This is where I would check. Also, if you have, let's just say, a country that you're thinking about even helping eXp to launch, and we're not part of that country, you can actually nominate your country with eXp. All you would click is nominate your country. You would select the country, all of the different information. And this is not going to be an immediate, guys, as well, right? eXp, the way that they gauge of where they're going to open up next is going to be catered to how many requests people are getting through eXp. So like if they get all of a sudden hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of requests, like in Dubai, like they did, they're going to open up that country. So that's how you would do that. I'm about 50% of the way done. And I'm getting some feedback that we only have 10 minutes. So I want to make sure that I didn't fry your brains already, but there's a lot of more stuff that eXp has. But I want to just simply pause really quick. I can keep going, but I just want to make sure that I, open it up for Q&A really quick, or what other things you would like me to cover here in the last like 9 minutes or so. So I'll open it up for questions. If you guys don't have questions and you guys can handle more, I can keep going. I'm just saying.
Leo, it's Anne Marie. Just wanted to just reiterate or confirm the Revenos section. You said those are free certifications, or
they're free. Yes,
Okay.
they are free certifications. eXp about 2 years ago, they actually were gonna start charging $450 per first certification, but they have not done that. So every certification is free. The only thing it's gonna take you is time. That's it. Okay, does that
How
answer?
many, it's a question for everyone. How many of you guys here on the call today are like very surprised by how much eXp offers? And you're starting to see, that it's a robust platform. It's more than just a couple of Zoom calls. How many of you guys are seeing that there's a lot of value?
Definitely, bro.
You tapped into it.
Bro,
What was that, brother?
Gabe, it's Greg. When I was with previously with my previous brokerage, we had to pay for every single certification, every class, everything extra was $200, $400, and that adds up. So everything was included here. eXp for $85 a month. It's a no-brainer.
It's incredible. It literally is incredible, guys. And the other thing, guys, I mean, I guess and I think Mr. Jose Ojeda actually just asked me this question about stock. Like, guys, the cool thing I would add to this is that you guys are just not hanging your license with our company. You guys are also shareholders of our company, right? So I just want you guys to be aware of this, that when you guys are closing transactions, you guys are getting stock when you guys close transaction. Let me just go back to here just so I can show you guys this here. You can receive up to $16,000 in stock in their company, right? This is by hitting what's called icon. There's 2 things you need to do to qualify for that. Number 1, you have to cap, right? So it's going to take you about 3 million in production, assuming that you're doing a 2.5% commission. If you have an average sales price of 500,000, that's going to take you about 6 deals to cap. And then the second thing you would do to qualify for icon is do 20 additional transactions. So if you do 26, right, assuming again you're doing $500,000 in average sales price, you're going to get up to $16,000 in stock, right? So again, this is another key benefit of you guys also hanging your license with eXp, because you guys are also part owner of this company. And that's actually not the only way that you guys can earn stock. Let me see if I have the other page here. I have it memorized, but I want to see if I can get a visual for you guys. But actually, let me just tell you guys. So you get $200 of stock when you close your first deal. You get $400 of stock when you cap. And if you do refer an agent that is productive to our company and they do their first transaction with the company, you get $400 of stock every year with the company. There's also an agent equity program. Let's just say that you want to buy stock, and from your commission, you could take 5% of your commission and buy it at a 5% discount every time you close a deal. So again, this is above and beyond just you doing production. You're also building wealth at the same time. And I have so many success stories of different people that alone has been life-changing for a lot of different people. So
Leo, where do we find that?
So you would actually find that through, let me go ahead and go back. Go back here. So with it's actually here on in your home base, and you would just click on the share works here by Morgan Stanley here. So you would just click there, and that'll open up your Morgan Stanley. In the beginning, if you guys are clicking there, it's gonna actually, I don't think I've logged into my account here in a while. Let me see if I just popped up another screen for me. So it'll ask you to add in your phone number, your email. You click save, and that'll update your contact information, and that'll go into your account, and then you have all the visibility of your stock. So everything is hosted through your eXp ShareWorks by Morgan Stanley. So you guys have a dedicated account, and it also will tell you, because anything you get as an award, has a 3-year vesting period. So for 3 years, you're not gonna have the ability to necessarily liquidate your stock, but after 3 years, you have the ability to sell it. Okay. So we got another 4 minutes here. Anything else that is important that you would like me to cover before we wrap up today, or any other questions regarding that? Okay, everybody, you guys still with me? You guys still with me? All right, cool. Do you guys want Miss Terry to go into eXp World really quick? Do you guys have like a capacity to take on a little bit more, or you guys want me to stop there? Where are you guys at?
I think we should pause, for today. I think it was amazing so far. And, I think a good call to action for everyone on here today is, if you're a team leader, it's very important that you elaborate on all these things that we went over today, that you're grabbing your team and you're setting time aside and you're taking them through it. Our job is to introduce it to all of you. If you're not on a team, you're an individual agent, then talk to the person who sponsored you, or myself or Cherish or Leo or Terry or Lamighty. You can talk to any of us, and we'll walk you through, coach you how to use all these things on the platform. That's the benefit of being part of this group, is that you have all of us to lean on. So
Yes.
make sure you guys are taking these items today, elaborating on them and starting to use them. Use the KV core. Go on. If I were all of you, I'd go on to the enterprise and I'd start getting certified for all of the lead generating platforms and things they have. I'd start going on the workplace and start becoming the preferred referred agent for that area. Start leveraging these platforms. Number two, I'd go to KV Core and start using the marketing, creating the landing pages. At open houses, you guys should not be doing physical sign-in sheets. This isn't 1999. It's 2024. You should be having a cell phone with a QR code, an iPad with a QR code, so that when people walk in there, they're scanning it and their information is getting captured to your KV Core system. And you should have KV Core set up so that when they do sign in and you get a new lead, there's a drip system that automatically sends them a text and an email right off the bat. And you have the ability to do all that, all for $85. So I want you guys to make sure you guys are all tapping into that. And then Leo, I went on to my World Holdings, and I haven't done that in a while. And I was looking at my portfolio. Looks like it's valued at
$28,000 right there. Yeah, 100%, brother. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah. That's, and again, right, where else are you going to get that kind of value, right? Where are you guys going to get that kind of savings? Everywhere else, we're just typically having an expenditure.
Yeah.
Super powerful.
I want you guys to look at that screenshot that I just dropped in the chat. I was with Century 21 for 4 years before I moved over to eXp. The only thing that I have to show that I was there at Century 21 for 4 years are 4 trophies that I got, like Rookie of the Year, and I got the highest accolade in the entire company possible, global, the highest award possible. I got that. That's the only thing that I have that's on my shelf. Here at the company at eXp, I'm looking at my portfolio. It's valued at $28,000 in the last 18 months that I've been here. Only thing that I've done is sell houses. That's the only thing I've done. And so when my vesting period is finished, I can go and liquidate this and roll it into real estate or something like that. But 28,000 for selling houses on the side, it's not bad.
Yes, it's huge.
So
huge.
If you guys can thank Leo, drop it in the chat. Maybe you guys could drop something down there, let him know, what it is you took away. Just show your appreciation. Because Leo, I just want to say, man, this was fire. It was really good for me on my end because I got a chance to be reminded of all the value that the company offers. And I'm excited for us to go deeper into, delve deeper into all these things. And then maybe even have a part 2, man, where we can talk about all of it. So thank you, brother.
Let's do it. No, thank you, brother. I appreciate the opportunity. And this is, I think I had there's like 50% more stuff that I needed to share, which I know there's a lot of stuff. So I was like, I'm going to try to cover everything I can, but thank you guys so much for the opportunity. And Cherish, Gabe, also for every single one of you that is listening. The one thing I pray for before I go to sleep every night is I want to make sure that, there's nobody in here that is suffering in silence. So please, 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 please make sure that you guys reach out anytime that you guys need anything. 7 days a week, no matter what time it is. You guys already know, like, I get calls from you guys at 10:30 at night sometimes. Like, it doesn't matter. Reach out, guys. Real estate, I know, is a full contact sport. Sometimes we're in the trenches, later at night, we're putting together a deal. Make sure you guys reach out. I'm going to make sure that I drop in my cell phone here. You guys should already have all this stuff, but if you guys don't have my cell phone, make sure you guys reach out to me via phone or text. Obviously, if I'm on a Zoom like this, I can't pick up right away, but I always return my calls and I always return my text messages, guys. So thank you guys so much for the opportunity for me to share, and looking forward to part 2.
All right, everyone.
Thank
Have
you,
a
Leo.
productive day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leo.
Thank
you, guys.
you.
Alrighty. See ya. Have a great day.